So my husband and I argued on something, and he said that he does not want to live with me. He's done with me. He has left me and things like that. And then he left for some days. And then he comes back and claims that he did not intend to divorce me. He does this for 2 times. And for the third time, he does the same and calls my brother and says that he wants to leave his sister. And he says that get the papers ready. He was talking about the divorce papers.
Yeah.
Is this a divorce or not?
No, if he says no. No, if he says no. And you mentioned in your question that when you guys asked him, he said, no, I did not intend divorce. So that's why in an earlier question, when somebody wanted to inquire about a couple here and there, I said, the husband is the person who should be asked. So why did I answer you right now? Because you said my husband said, I don't want to live with you anymore. And he did this a couple times. Does this statement amount to the level of divorce? Does this count as divorce? Only in one condition, if he intended so. Because divorce may take place as a result of either saying it straightforward, explicitly to his wife, you're divorced, or I divorce you, or I divorced you, present or past. Okay? And there is a metaphoric statements, which if the person says it may mean divorce, it may mean take a break, I'm angry with you, we'll look into the matter, I may divorce you in the future, but it doesn't count as divorce. Why not? It waits for the person to know his intention. Only if he intended, when he says, look, I don't want to live with you anymore. Hey, brother, get your divorce papers for your sister ready. What do you mean by that? I intended to divorce. So that's a divorce, even though it's not straightforward divorce. So the first condition, which is easy, when somebody says to his wife, I divorce you, or I divorced you, or you're divorced, whether in the past tense or in the present tense. The other one, we use in a word which may mean divorce and may mean otherwise. So who will determine, and what determines whether it's a divorce or not? The husband's intention. So if he told you, no, I did not mean to divorce you, so that's not a divorce. But Sheikh, what if he has his responsibility, not you? Before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, brothers and sisters, here is a very important advice. Only if you're planning to divorce, say it. But if you're not planning to divorce, stop playing with fire. Wallahi, it is fire. Sometimes you think, oh, okay, I'm not sure of my intention, so that is okay. No, that is not okay. That is not okay. Either you feel that that is the ultimate solution and the end to your relationship, which is divorce, and do it in a reasonable and honorable fashion. Well, look what Allah says. فإمساك بمعروف أو تسريح بإحسان. فإمساك بمعروف أو تسريح بإحسان. The word معروف means kindness, respect, reasonable basis. أو تسريح بإحسان. Also, divorce should be on the basis of kindness, respect. Honor the person. She was your wife, or she may be still your wife, and she is a mother of your kids. She's a Muslim who prays, who fasts. You happen to come to a dead end, no problem. May Allah give her a better husband than you, and may Allah give you a better wife than her. It's not the end of the world. Divorce doesn't mean that we become enemies, especially if there are kids between you both. So have mutual respect. And it is very awful how some men misuse the power of divorce to abuse their wives, to threaten them, to put pressure on them. Guess what? Your wife would reach the point where she would believe that I am better off to be divorced. I don't want this kind of hell of a life with you. Why? Because you're always giving her insecurity, keeping her feel that at any moment you will kick her out. So she would reach the point where she says, you know what, I'm out. Even if you own me as a wife, I don't want to live with you anymore. Is it possible? It happens on daily basis. And then the husband realizes that, oops, I was too much. Yes, you're too much. You're awful. You're aggressive. You're abusive. And everything has an end. Only if you're planning to divorce, sit with your wife and say, look, we've been married for a while and we tried every possible way. And now it is time to take different paths. But we will keep mutual respect, even if you don't have kids. If you do, then let's arrange how we're going to look after the kids. What Allah the Almighty says about the custody, the child support, and all of that is not a battlefield, and it should not turn into a war or a battle between you both. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us understand His deen and enable us to fulfill His teachings and commandments in order to live a happy life and to secure a safe return.